What is up, guys? This is D-Man here, and I wanted to talk today a little bit about Elden Ring. Um, Now, Elden Ring is a new game created by From Software. It's been out a few days. I played about 20 hours of it. When it comes to my impressions, I would say it is amazing, and I am addicted. The game is like crack for me. I cannot stop playing it. I love it so much. But that's not what I wanted to talk about today. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about this game being a little more lenient towards new players and users. Now, when it comes to From Software and their games, they made the Dark Souls franchise, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and Demon Souls. But Demon Souls was their very first one made, but they did a remake for it, which launched with the PS5 for PlayStation only. That being said, all of their games have been pretty linear for the most part. But when it comes to Elden Ring, it's a brand new world and it's very open. So as soon as you get out into the open world, yes, you run into the very first boss right away, and it kind of distracts you to make you think you can beat it right away, which some people have, but it takes way longer. And you get a horse in this game, which is really cool. But when it comes to user friendly, what I mean by that is new players and people who are not a fan of really, really hard games. It's really hard, but the thing is when you go to main bosses for this game, if you get stuck and you cannot defeat that main storyline boss, you can just explore anywhere you want, fight enemies anywhere you want to help build up your runes, as they call it. In Dark Souls, it was souls, to be able to level yourself up, to be able to upgrade your equipment. You can also go through caves and explore these different caves that have a bunch of enemies, and at the end of every cave there is a boss, which once you beat that boss you will get runes. You might get a specific special item or something from it. You might get a summon, which you can also summon stuff to be able to help you. Different things. So when it comes to Elden Ring, I think it's really a little more lenient towards new players and users, which is really good. And going forward with their games, I think I'm curious where they're going to go next, because yes, this game is really hard. Yes, this game is really challenging, but it's very lenient for new players. I love this aspect so much because there's bosses out in the regular open world. You can ride your horse while fighting those bosses, which can be really helpful. You can think of other ways to fight them. You can run away from them and come back to them. And then there's the caves, which you cannot use your horse in, but then there's a boss at the end of every one. There's also an underground area that I won't talk too much about, but there's bosses there too, but they're harder, and the underground areas are a little more challenging. But what I love so much is the fact that it's a game that people who don't like hard games can at least try, and maybe they'll like it, maybe they won't like it. Like, I have a friend who had played a little bit of Dark Souls 3, and he really couldn't get very far in it, I don't think. And he wants to revisit that now eventually because he actually really likes Elden Ring and is just as hooked on it as I am, which says a lot about Elden Ring. And I hope that people who aren't into these kind of games, maybe some people, it will get them into it, and maybe they'll wait for a sale, who knows. But I think it's a game for people who even aren't huge on these kind of games, might get into in some kind of way. Some people, not everybody, of course, but like people who would die a million times on the first boss in Dark Souls or in Bloodborne, here they can move on and go check out other areas and explore, and that's what's so cool about Elden Ring. Anyways, guys, I really just wanted to make a quick little video talking about why Elden Ring is good for new players and people who aren't big on From Software games because they are way too hard. So if you are someone who is not big on From Software games, not big on really hard games, but you like open world games that you can explore and do different things, find different materials, craft things, you might actually like Elden Ring. If you give it a chance. I do recommend giving it a chance, maybe on sale or something. It's worth full price for someone who's a fan of From Software, but if you've never been a fan of these really hard games, then I'd recommend waiting for a sale and then picking this game up and checking it out on sale, because maybe you'll actually like it, because you don't have to, it doesn't force you into having to fight a really hard boss right away, and you can just explore wherever you want. I'm really curious where From Software is going to go next, because this is truly their biggest game that they've ever made yet. Will it be my favorite one? I don't know yet, but so far I am loving it. I am hooked on it. Let me know what you guys think of this game, or let me know what people you know think, or if you're thinking about playing it because you never have played a From Software game before because of the difficulty levels and stuff. I just want people to let me know what you guys think. I'm just really curious. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Maybe share the video around too if you did enjoy. And I'll see you guys all next time. Later.